Okay, students. So, good morning, all. So, students, today in this class, we are going to discuss the last two subunits of your chapter number 5, that is water. Okay. So, if you have geography book, open page number 35. Okay. So, today we are going to discuss about the today's topic, tides and ocean currents. Okay. And I think nothing to write, just follow. So I'll draw some picture, so it is also present on the book, so follow the book. So what is tide? You have to know first what is tide. When I have discussed the three different types of the circulation of water, okay, then I have discussed the three types of circulation occurred in the oceans, and these are the waves, the tides, as well as the ocean currents. Now what is tide? The tide is a rhythmic rise and fall of ocean water twice in a day is called a tide. So the rhythmic rise and fall of ocean water twice in a day is called tide. Okay, so it is high tide when water covers much of the shore by rising to its highest level, and it is low tide when water falls to its lowest level and recedes from the shore. Okay, so these two types, in this way two types of tide occurred. Now what are the reasons of the tide? You have to know first that the strong gravitational pull of sun and moon, they continuously effect on earth's water bodies. That's why all the water bodies situated in the earth, including the ponds, the rivers, ocean water, rise and fall systematically twice a day. So the water of the earth closer to the moon gets pulled under the influence of the moon's gravity or gravitational force and cause high tide. Okay, and during the full moon and new moon days, what is full moon and new moon? You have already know. Okay, so full moon night, when when the moon is round shaped in the sky, okay, full moon night, as well as in a new moon night when no moon is available on the sky. Okay, on both the days, okay, in both the days we seen this type of things. Okay, okay, now I will draw a picture. Suppose this is the sun. Okay, so this is our earth. And in the time of full moon night, okay, during the full moon and new moon night, when the sun, moon and the earth are in the same line, the tides are highest. So this is moon, our only satellite. So in this position, when the sun, okay, this is the sun, I have drawn only a portion of the sun here. So when these three things in a same line, then what happened? Then the waters, okay, Oyantik, why the land is not pulled? Because the land also have its own gravity, okay? Because you know that the center of the earth, they also attract all the things towards its center. Earth also have some gravity. And water is a liquid thing, so liquid thing easily attracted by the gravitational pull. So from the all the water bodies from the both the sides in this way, okay, the water the increase in the two sides, okay, and the tides are highest. But when the moon is in the first and last quarter, okay, now and another portion also, when the moon is also situated here, then also the same thing occurred. One in full moon, another one in new moon. Okay, except this, yes, water also pulled by the earth's gravity, that's why water is present on the oceans, otherwise the water will go into the space, okay, and turn into vapor. Yes, you are absolutely correct, students. What happened? Who is this? Asibul? Okay, don't talk between you, just listen to me. Don't talk between yours. Now listen that when the moon in its first and last quarter, okay, another portion, when moon is in first and last quarter, then also, and this position, first I have one thing I tell you, that when moon is situated this position, it is called spring tide. Okay, it is called spring tide, this situation, not this, okay. So this situation is spring tide. But when opposite occurs, means when sun and moon, they together, their gravity attracted the water. Then what happened? This is moon. So in this position also, from both the sides, it was attracted by the gravity of those planetary bodies. Okay, the ocean water get drawn in diagonally opposite direction by the gravitational pull of the sun and earth, resulting in low tides. Okay, these tides are called neap tide. In this case, the water increases in both the poles in this region. Why? Because moon is closer than sun. This sides also water increases, but it is very few. But water mostly increases in the polar regions because of the moon. Okay. Not polar region, on that side. Actually, this is a 2D picture. I cannot draw the 3D map. Actually, when moon is situated in the other opposite side, okay, then this type of neap tide occurred. High tides help in navigation. So they raise the water level close to the shore, and this helps the ships to arrive at the harbor more easily. When high tides occur, water is increases, then it also helps the ships to reach to harbor more easily. The high tides also help in fishing. So you know that every year in fishing season, in Ganges, also in the estuary region of Ganges, lot of fishing boats, they go for the catch of hilsa fish. Hilsa fish is very popular in the both the Bengals, in Bangladesh, in Bengal also. That's why lot of fishermen, they go to the water, okay, in the time of high tides. So many more fish come closer to the at the time from the near the shore, okay, for laying their eggs, and in the time of high tide. So that's why the fishermen, it is very good time for the fishermen to catch those fish. And the rise and fall of water due to the tides also being used to generate electricity. Okay, it is a non-conventional way to generate electricity. It is the power of tide. Okay, so the three importance was there. So the three importance are the tides. High tides also help the ships to port in the harbor, to reach the harbor. Number two, it also helps the fishing activity for the fishermen, and number three, it also helps in generating electricity. Water also have much gravity out of the water. That because the sun is situated very far from earth, almost 15 crore kilometer. Okay, means 150 million kilometer. Okay, so that's why it is the water was not vaporized by the heat or the gravitational pull of sun. Yes, experience fish. What is the meaning experience fish? Hasibul? Yes, water also pulled by earth's gravity. That's why water is present in earth. Okay. Some other planets such as our satellite moon, there was no water because gravitational pull is 1/6 of earth's surface. Okay, 1/6. As well as no atmosphere was there. Our atmosphere is, we have atmosphere. Okay, that's why. Okay, so all these things together help our earth to become livable. Okay, so I think you have understood what is neap tide and spring tide. Now we are going to discuss about the ocean currents. Okay, ocean currents. That ocean currents are streams of water flowing constantly in the ocean surface in different definite directions, and the ocean currents may be warm or cold, and generally the warm ocean currents, they organize near the equator and move towards the pole. If I draw the picture present on page number 37, that figure number 5.6, look at carefully. So this is Greenland, this is the British Islands. It's not perfect, I am just drawing, try to draw. The picture is visible, students, clearly, the entire picture? Yes. Is the Arabian Peninsula? and somewhere it is our India. Okay, so on. And this is so students, in this case what happened? It's not perfect. I have drawn this only for the explanation. Okay, so in North and South America, this is the Scandinavian countries, so this is Europe, so on. So you know equator. What is equator? It is okay, so this is equator. So in this equator, what happened? That the cold currents carry water from the polar or higher latitudes to tropical or lower latitudes. Okay, means all the ocean currents, they flow towards this direction. Okay, this one also. So they flow towards the polar regions, to the tropical regions. So the Labrador ocean current is cold current, while the Gulf Stream is warm current, and the ocean current influence the temperature conditions. Okay, influence the temperature conditions. Yes, not middle of the earth. Equator is passes through this region. Okay, the map is not accurate. You can follow the map present on page figure number 5.6. Just for your understanding, just look at this is equator. So all the ocean currents, they just came near towards the equator. Okay, so such as the Labrador ocean current is cold current, while the Gulf Stream is a warm current. Okay, so Gulf Stream, it is just present on the Gulf. Gulf means the Arabian Peninsula on these regions, Gulf of Persia, and the ocean's current influences, as well as another Gulf Stream is it is there. It is in mid-Atlantic, and the ocean current influences the temperature conditions of the area, and warm currents bring about warm temperature over land surface. Then the areas where the warm and cold currents meet provide the best fishing ground of the world, because on these regions where the cold current and hot current they mixed, lot of planktons, the planktons they emerge, and those planktons, either zooplankton and phytoplankton, these are helpful, these are the foods of the fishes. So that's why fishes gathered around those areas where the two currents they meet together. And seas around Japan and eastern coast of North America are such examples, and these areas where the warm and cold current meet also experience foggy weather and making it difficult for navigation. So these areas where the warm and cold water meet together, good for fishing, such as the coastal regions of the Japan here. Okay, Japan is situated in this region, so it is very helpful for them. But what happened, it creates also foggy weather when the two two currents meet together. So that's why it is very difficult to navigate. Navigate means for the ships to travel. Okay, ask me question. What is the question, Tanisha? Yes, Tanisha, sun has gravitational. Yes, obviously sun have gravitational force. It's a massive gravitational force that attract all the 9 planets. Okay, and all some dwarf planets also towards it, and all of them surround around. Okay, moves around the sun because of only the gravitational pull. So you can imagine, okay, how powerful the gravitational pull of the sun is. What is the difference? Difference means ocean currents, because of the rotation of the earth. Okay, because of the rotation of the earth, as well as the temperature, because rotation of the earth and the tilted position of the earth, the sunlight, okay, sunlight fall sometimes some places vertically, okay, and some places it was uh, fall on slanted manner. So that's why these things create different temperature on the ocean water. And so that's why you know that cold as wind, it also happened with the water. Okay, so what happened in the wind, when some places the cold wind is very much cold in low pressure region, then from high pressure region the winds they blown towards the low pressure region. In same thing happened in the ocean currents also. Okay, the hot water, it is very much light. So what happened, the hot water, the cold currents carry water from the polar to higher latitude, and opposite thing happened on this case. The hot current from the tropical region, because sunlight fall directly on the tropical region, means near the both the side of the equator. Okay, so sunlight directly fall on these regions, you know. Okay, from Tropic of Cancer to Tropic of Capricorn, this is Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn. So in this region the very hot is, water is very hot, so that's why the water is flowing towards the polar region, and opposite things happened. These regions, the polar regions, very cold, because the sunlight falls only for 6 months once, and okay, alternatively, and the these regions also, the 66.5 degree north, these latitudes also situated the Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle. Okay, so this, because of this, the cold ocean currents they flowing towards the hot region. Okay, so that's why a circulation of the currents occurred. So this is the reason of the circulation of water all over the oceans of the world. So in this map there are a lot of ocean currents mentioned, such as the North Pacific, the Alaska current, the California current, the North Equatorial current. So the warm currents are mentioned in red arrow, such as the North Equatorial current, Alaska current, Alaska current, okay, not as well as equatorial counter current, South Equatorial current, as well as the North Atlantic drift from Gulf Stream, as well as the Kurosawa current, etc. Okay, and the cold currents are Humboldt current, Falkland current, west wind from west wind drift, Labrador current, West Australia current. Okay, so the blue arrows, these are all the cold currents. Okay, okay, no problem, we will watch this video from YouTube. Okay, so students, I hope you have understood. Okay, so that's all from today's class. In next day I'll give you the question answer from this chapter. Okay, so watch the video again. So I hope you will understand the entire process. Thank you.